Chapter 14 Captain Wharford explains. Charles would not let Anne well home alone. As they were walking along on Union Street, Anne heard someone coming up behind him. She knew at once that it was Captain Wharford. He said nothing but looked at Anne. She looked back at him, her cheeks bright with happiness. Captain Wharford, said Charles, are you going near Camden Place? Can I ask you to take Anne home? She is very tired and must not walk along. I have something I must do in town. If you could go with her, it would be very helpful for me. Captain Wharford, of course, agreed at once. He and Anne walked towards the widest path, where they could talk together, and there they shared again the same wonderful feelings and promise they had shared years before. They went back into the past once more, but more perfectly happy this time, more sure of each other, even more loving. As they walked, they talked about everything which had happened between them in the last week, yesterday and today, and can be right that Captain Wharford was jealous of Mr. Elliot. He had been jealous from the hour of first meeting Anne in Bath. The jealousy had returned when he saw her with Mr. Elliot at the concert. Captain certain looks of words of hers had made him feel more jealous, and this feeling had only died when Captain Wharford heard Anne talking with Captain Harville that afternoon. That was why he decided to write to her. Captain Wharford said that he had never loved anyone but Anne. He had wanted to forget her, he said. He knew, of course, that her character was perfect, the loveliest mix of braveness and gentleness, but it was only at upper groups that he had learned to see that again. And it was only at Lyme that he had begun to understand himself. He had always known, he said, that he could never love Louisa, but it was only on that terrible day in Lyme that he saw how much finer Anne's mind was. After that, he began to hate his pride and anger, which had stopped him from trying to win Anne back again. But then I found, he said, that Harvey and his wife thought I was an engagement man. I had not been careful. And what if others, Louisa's family or Louisa herself, felt the same? It was to behave honorably. I was Louisa's if that was what she wanted. He knew then that he did not care about Louisa a lot, but he was no longer a free man if the Harveys were right about Louisa's feelings for him. He decided to go away from Lyme. He studied for his will with his brother until he heard the happy and astonishing news that Louisa's engagement to Captain Wharford. As soon as I heard the news, I left for Bath, Captain Wharford said. It was possible, I thought, that you still had feelings for me, and one thing made me hope. I knew that you had refused one man, a better man than me, and I thought perhaps you had done this for me. They talked about the first meetings in Mission Street and the night of the concert. When I saw your cousin sitting next to you, talking at the Smiley, it gave me terrible pain, Captain Wharford said. If you married him, it would be perfect for the family. I could see that everyone around you was hoping for it. And then answer your friends behind you, who had persuaded you to give me up. I felt that everything was against me. Suddenly, I was lost again. In those feelings will get hurt me so much years after year. But I still wanted to see you. This morning I felt a little stronger, and I decided that I had a reason for staying here. Who could be surprised at what happened next? Sir Walter did not try to stop the engagement, and Elizabeth just looked cold and uninterested. But there was one person who Anne was afraid might be against it, and knew that Lady Russell could be sorry that she had not chosen Mr. Elliot. and she knew that her friends would find it difficult to get to know Captain Werford. But Lady Russell was a very good woman. She soon found it easy to love the man who was making her dear and so happy. Mr. Elliot quickly left Bath, and he was closely followed by Mr. Clay. News soon came that she was living in London and was often with Mr. Elliot. She had given up her hopes of marrying Mr. Walter. Mr. Elliot's permanency was safe for the moment, but perhaps Mr. Glyce would later persuade him to make her the wife of Sir William. Mr. Smith was one of Anne's and Captain Werford's earliest visitors after they married. She had been a great friend to Anne, and Captain Werford now became a great friend to her. He helped her to sell her husband's property in the West Indies. Having a little money did not change Mr. Smith at all. Her happiness came from the strong spirit, just as Anne's comes from the warmth of her heart. Anne was gentle and kind, and Captain Werford loved her for it. And that's the end.